You're not supposed to chase money. You're supposed to chase the God-given things that have been placed in your heart. Because when you have a target that's monetary, when you get that, what's next? You just look for the next one. But if you chase something that you know you were born to do, you'll spend the rest of your days doing it, and it still won't be enough because whatever's been placed is something that should be more than your lifetime. So hi guys, I just finished contract signing with SMX for a couple of events. This is something that will be exciting. You can catch this over the next few months this year. But what's interesting is what I do is I try to meet different people and then let them ask me questions about anything about stocks or investing, so that whatever they might ask is something that will be beneficial to you as well. So for this video, we have Mina. She's one of the bright minds here in SMX.
Thank
yes.
you.
So do you have any questions about stocks or investing?
I do.
All right. What is it?
Okay. Who can invest in stocks?
What do you mean?
How young can they start?
Okay.
Or how old? Or do my son or my child can they invest in stocks?
Okay.
Or?
In terms of age, it's not a limit, no? Anyone can invest in the stock market.
Okay.
If you're above 18, you can open an account directly. If you're below 18, it has to be under your parent or your guardian that they have what they call an interest account. So the interest account allows you to be able to open it under the parent. Then it will be under the parent's custodianship for the next few years. Then when you hit 18, automatic it gets converted to the son or the daughter when they hit 18 years old. So I guess the thing about this, the narrative about this is, even if you're young, it's not anymore as hard, because what they're doing is they're trying to democratize it so that anyone and everyone can start investing in the market.
Okay, so, that's interesting. So you would recommend that they start young?
I tell people that, and I've said this when we were talking a while ago, the greatest asset that you have when you are investing is time. The greatest arbitrage is if you start investing, leave it for a period of time, you have the power of time and compounding, let money work hard for you. And if you're invested in a good business, think about it, SM 20 years ago is not the SM today.
Correct.
So the SM that you bought 20 years ago did not even have Mega Mall. Mega Mall was probably there, but
the other brands.
they didn't have MOA. Or they didn't have Aura. They didn't have the larger. They didn't have the larger company. The larger ones outside Metro Manila also. So the growth of the company and the business is what's pushing it and making it bigger. So if you invested a few years ago, knowing that the business is doing well, similar also to Jollibee. Jollibee did not even have Mang Inasal 20 years ago. So your investment in that company 20 years ago is different from the value it is today. So if you invest early, you don't know how big the company will get. But in the same way, I want people to get this. Since you're investing, you have to know what you're getting into. You have to know the business, because a lot of things would change. Example, Easy Call, Pocket Bell.
Okay.
In the 90s, they were making a lot of money. If you invested in them with just blindly investing and not following what's happening, now you're losing money, because no one uses Easy Call and Pocket Bell. Global stocks, it's Kodak. No one uses Kodak also now. So something like that.
Okay.
That's why if you don't have time, just look at the companies that technology won't, I guess, change or evolve it. Meaning, I know what SM will be 5 years from now, because people will still need a condo. People will still need to go to malls, to go to groceries. So to be entertained, there will be certain businesses that technology won't change. Or SMX also, people will need to go to conventions. People will need to have seminars also. So things like that. You can segment it that way. So
thank you for that information.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes.
So
thank you so
much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you guys. So now we have Steph, also from SMX.
SMX.
SMX. Okay, what's your question, Steph?
How much do you need?
Single, married?
Single.
Single. Okay, guys, comment below. Comment below.
How much do you need to start investing?
Okay, What's your guess?
I don't know, like 5 digits?
People think that you need to have a lot of money to invest, no?
Yeah, don't I?
Here's the answer to that. Here's a quick answer. I made a lot of videos about the board lot. It's the minimum number of shares for you to buy a stock. So, for example, there are stocks that are worth 5 pesos. You only need 100 shares to buy. So 5 times 100 is only 500 pesos. So there are some stocks that will only take you less than 1,000 pesos to start investing and buying. So minimum amount depends on how much a stock is.
Okay.
But it's basically controlled by the board lot. So majority of the stocks, with the exception of the, I guess, more expensive ones, Globe, which you need around 10,000 pesos, PLDT, which you need around 7,500, SM, you need around 10,000 pesos. Anything above and beyond that is less than 5,000 or even less than 1,000 pesos. So you don't need a lot of money to invest in the stock market. So I hope you start investing, because it doesn't take much. You just need a small amount, and then deployed on a regular basis, it's gonna go big also.
Okay.
That's it. Very quick question lang.
Thank you.
Wow. At least we learned something, no, aside from the minimum number that she's also single. Guys, comment below. Okay, next up we have Shelly. Shelly, what's your question?
Okay, for you, from your, okay, which one is better? Is it stock investing or forex trading?
Stocks or forex trading? The answer to that, it depends. Because I have some friends who are very, very good in forex, also makes tons of money trading forex. There are people also who are good in stocks. So my suggestion, have you tried any of those?
I used to be forex trader, but back in 2004.
Okay. Oh wow. The best way to do that is to try both, then see what works for you the most. The only way for you to know if it will earn more is from your own personal experience. What among these investments will give you a better return? Because it's not a case of which is better. It's a case of which works the best for you. There's no such thing as the best investment, but there's something that's the best investment for you. So that's something that you need to figure out. For me, full disclosure, I don't invest in forex. I'm really a stock guy. I'm an entrepreneur at heart. That's why I love investing in businesses. I love investing in something that would give me I know parang negosyo. I know kumikita to. I want to invest in it. So there.
So for you, which are the best companies to invest in at this time?
Clue, the best thing that you can do is look at the economy. The Philippines is 70% consumption, meaning Filipinos are spending. What are the businesses that will take advantage of Filipinos' consumer spending? Because as we spend more, whoever the businesses that are in line with that spending will make a lot of money off of it. So if you think of SM Prime malls, you know it already. The largest malls in the world, there's a lot of SM companies inside, SM malls inside those top 100 malls in the whole world already. So that one, malls, like department stores, supermarkets, anything, or even fast food chains or casual dining chains as well. Any area where Filipinos will spend, for me, it's a good investment, because as long as remittances are there, and you have to understand, you have the BPO industry, which is 24 billion pesos. People in the BPO industry are earning more than the average Filipino. That's why, if you look at it, and I give this example all the time, 20 years ago, pag nag-Starbucks ka, social ka eh. Di ba? Ngayon, it's normal already. Why? Because everyone now has relatively a higher, I guess, they can spend more. What used to be a luxury before is something that's normal now. So, there. The stocks to buy are things that Filipinos will spend on. Because there's something that I know eh. If there's a bonus, there's a 13-month pay, 95% of the population won't think, saan ko may ipon yan? 95% of the population will already think, ano pwede kong, what stuff can I buy there? And it's already obvious eh. The travel fare just below is already a sign of how much Filipinos love spending. So, there.
Thank you.
Alright, so... Okay, Cheryl, what's your question? Okay, while we're waiting, what's your question?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. This is serious,
Did
yeah.
you video me? Oh my God. Well, what would you ask what would you tell yourself, a younger you? What would your recommendation or advice?
Keep on doing what you're doing. Don't regret anything that happens. That's it.
Really?
Because you are the sum of what happened in the past, eh. And the biggest thing that people don't see is if you choose one direction, you will never know what the outcome is of the other one, eh. So there's no point regretting this over this because you pick this is your outcome, and you never know what the other outcome is anymore. So what am I gonna regret? If there's a second advice, buy Jollibee stocks at 7 years old. So something, yun.
Jollibee and PLDT, right?
PLDT.
When you were making kwento earlier. How nice.
Yeah, so what else pa?
Well,
We have a lot of time.
Well, question. What's your biggest financial mistake,
Biggest financial mistake?
if any?
There are a lot then, no, that you buy the wrong stock, you got lost in a certain stock, you should have not listened to, especially when I was starting out, you should have not listened to your friend or this rumor, or you should have not put too much in this investment that's not doing so well, or you should not have, I should have done things better and not have bought this rubber shoe when I was younger and just invested it.
Right.
Things like that. So, meron biggest, I don't know if there's one solid big thing that I can remember, pero it's not about the big mistakes, eh. It's about the small ones that you don't really notice.
Right. Or what's the biggest lesson, rather, that you've learned?
Biggest lesson from stocks or business or money?
In life.
Biggest lesson. Money's not everything. Money's not everything. You're not supposed to chase money. You're supposed to chase the God-given things that have been placed in your heart. Because when you have a target that's monetary, when you get that, what's next? You just look for the next one. But if you chase something that you know you were born to do, you'll spend the rest of your days doing it, and it still won't be enough because whatever's been placed is something that should be more than your lifetime. So, yeah. Ang hirap ng question na yun, ah.
Wise words.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guys, she owns this facility we are in.
I wish.